here's the problem that I'm coming across. Arguably one of the most important and useful attachments for any mini skid steer, it doesn't matter if it's, or even full-size skid steer, doesn't matter the size, is a grapple, right? It's just basically a big hand. You can grab brush, logs, whatever you want, do demo with it, you name it. The problem is, and it's across the board, a lot of them are built for much bigger machines than a lot of you own, right? Let's just be frank about it. A lot of them weigh like 5, 6, 7, 800 pounds. And they're made for, you know, especially the mini skid steer ones, they're made for skid steers that are like 3,000 pounds, 3,500, 4,000 pounds, right? They're heavy duty. That's great. That's awesome. But they're not made for these small machines. And, well, here's some pictures of what happens when you put them on there. The other problem is you're reducing your lift capacity dramatically, right? So this thing can lift about 400 pounds realistically in the bucket, right? So the bucket probably weighs, I don't know, 200 pounds. And then another 400 on top. You're talking about like 600 pounds roughly that this thing can lift. If I'm putting a 600 pound grapple on here, I basically have no lifting capacity. So the goal of this video is to build a lightweight, appropriate for this size grapple with very little money that is also strong and can do everything I need it to do. So let's get into it. All right, so there's your finished product. We don't even need to touch this thing. Look at that. Right off the press. Beautiful. Let's talk about these parts, where they came from, and kind of my idea behind this whole thing, right? So I don't have an elaborate shop here like I used to have, so I didn't really want to fabricate a whole lot of stuff. This is a log grapple, kind of a good top jaw for a grapple that's already ready to go. And I cut off I did a lot of this stuff off camera because I don't think you really guys want to see me grinding and cutting ears off of this thing. But anyway, I cut off the lifting D-ring that used to be on here, and I cut these brackets all flush to the same size so that we have a good solid mounting point for the quick attach. The quick attach is right off of Amazon. I think these are like $50, $60, somewhere around there. The grapple, again, is right around 80 bucks, not too expensive. And then the pipes down here are actually from a set of forks for a tractor, so 3-point forks. Again, all of this together, you're talking 60, 80 rear forks for like 40 bucks. So that's 100, 180. And then you got a cylinder. This is just a regular 4-inch. It's a 2x4 cylinder, so it's 2-inch bore and it's a 4-inch throw, right? I figured this is good enough. It's got the 3/8 ports, real simple, rebuildable. Again, you pick this up on Amazon. I think it's like 70 bucks. So altogether, oh, and there's more. But wait, there's more. So I just grabbed some pre-finished hoses, male by male, 3/8, 5 foot. Kind of figured that was a good size. Again, these are dirt cheap. These are like 20 something bucks a piece. The quick connects for my skid steer are, I gotta remember. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. I don't know how much they were, but they weren't very expensive. And they have 3/8 on one side, and then they're I'll try to put it in this video. I can't remember what size they were, but they're pretty standard across mini skid steers. And then you got 2 elbows for the cylinder right here, cheap. And then these are some pieces of metal that I had cut out I have to cut these pipes to make it shorter, and then I'm gonna weld onto the back of there to close that pipe back up. And then these are just some gusset supports that I'm gonna throw right there. And then these are actually off of a Harbor Freight hitch. I used half the hitch for my snowplow for the skid steer. Cut, you know, if you wanna, these are like a pintle hitch. They go like that, and then there's a tube right here. I cut them off, and what's perfect about them is they're 1 inch, so they bolt right to, or they have the right size for these pins right here. So these are going to be mounted here and here to send it. So, yeah. that's all the parts. This thing's really kind of simple. We're just gonna go ahead and start welding, cut a couple parts up, and get this moving. I want to get this thing, I want to start using it. I have a ton of like just brush around here that I'd like to get rid of. So that's kind of the goal behind this. Plus I'm getting a lot of jobs that are calling for that kind of stuff. So I wanted something that was lightweight that the skid steer could actually use and not be overburdened by. So that's kind of the goal here. All right, let's get to cutting and welding. All right, that looks pretty square and straight. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, I'm not building a spaceship here, so I'm also really not that concerned about it. But I'm pretty happy with that. Just gonna do a couple tacks and then send it. All right, here's a problem we got. This needs to mount straight. So I need to cut a lot of that off. I wish I thought of that the other day. That would have been nice. Safety third. But seriously, wear glasses. You ever had metal in your eye? It's horrible. I did it once. 1 star, would not recommend. I've made a lot uglier welds in my life. I'm not gonna lie. Still moves, that's good. Looks pretty square too. I'm not even that mad about this thing. It's all right. All right, let's throw the cylinder on and see where we're at. So that marks right there. Center of the pin's right here. Yeah, be like perfect, I think. I might have actually done this right. I don't know how this all works. I guess I should have gotten a 6-inch throw. That probably would have been smart, actually. All right, let's see. Let's give it another tack and see where it ends up. And either it's a huge fail or it's a big win. I don't know. Well, you're here for the ride with me. All right, well, it's a couple days later, and as you can see, I got this all painted. I'm just gonna throw on the cylinder and yeah, just see how it all looks mounted. It's all welded up, good to go. And then tomorrow we're gonna get going and put it on the machine, see how it does. So let's get this cylinder on. 1/2-inch quick connects are what are on my machine and are on a lot of machines actually. So they're the flat face quick connect connectors. Again, these are all cheap. This is not expensive stuff. It's all on Amazon. Again, 5-foot hose. I had some old hose protectors, you know, just spiral wrap protectors. So I'm gonna throw that on it too. And yeah, that's where we're at. Let's get this thing together. Oh, this isn't the best way to do it, but this thing's kind of, you know, a little janky. So I just bought 1-inch machine bushings basically. So that's what I'm gonna use to take up some of the slack inside of these mounts for the cylinder. So you'll see these come out. You can flame me in the comments for not, you know, getting a bushing made or making one myself on a lathe. I don't have a lathe, so we're gonna use washers. And yeah, it is what it is, all right? I'm gonna be at like 320 probably, all in. So if you think about a grapple you buy though, I'm doing all right, because these things go for like serious money. You know, the minimum I've seen for a grapple like this is like $1,000, and honestly, they're not even built that well. I've seen a lot of them where I'm like, ooh, that doesn't look great, you know? This stuff's a pain in the butt. If you've ever used this spiral wrap, it's really annoying to put on, but it is worth putting on. You brought me a drink? You're the best. Cheers. It's very good. Is this a spicy one?
You can't tell.
Oh, I can tell, but did you put mango in it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's very good. Whew. I mean, for a hack in a garage, it's not bad. let's see how it works. I'm gonna try to bleed the air out on these two right here. All right, pretty happy with that. I'm kind of in a rush because I'm losing daylight here, so that's all working really well. I like it. I'm happy with that. The next thing I want to do is get the counterweight done. So, oh boy, that's heavy. So this is the counterweight, guys. It's got 2 pins welded in. It's about 90 pounds, and it's gonna live right about there. You got to drill it in, put the cotter pins in, and that's gonna be it. I put some treads on top so it doesn't get messed up. I'm just gonna kind of center it where I want it. And then what I'm gonna do to mark it is just stand on it, see if that makes enough of an impression. I'm gonna go grab my drill with the step bit, and yeah, we'll go for it. Moment of truth. Oh, that's heavy. And we're in, okay. Oh, nice. The cotter pins are gonna fit perfectly. Oh, I love it. Oh yeah, that's good. This is how this machine should come from the factory. The one thing, HUAYEE, if I can tell you, put a counterweight on here. So, just using regular cotter pins under there. I think it'll work for now. See if I can step off. Oh yeah. I doesn't even notice it. It's like it's not even there. Get on there. There you go. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can get 2 on here. That one's kind of small and rotten. Oh yeah, she's got it. Beautiful. Woo! That's a good load, man. Look at that. Well, I I gotta say I have zero complaints. I am thoroughly impressed, not only with the machine. The LHY 360 is perfect. It's got just enough weight to be able to move some real material, and it's just light enough so that really the most disturbed thing here is where the tree was. I mean, you can't even tell where I was operating, you know, that the ground still looks the same. So you can't beat this machine for even for commercial use. I mean, if you're a landscaper, junk hauler, stuff like that, I mean, you're going into gates, you're doing whatever, you know, move material, farm owner, you name it. There's a lot of people that you're better off with this thing than you are with most of the tracked mini skid steers out there. I'll stick behind that. It can lift almost as much and is so much more maneuverable, cheaper, I think more durable. You never have to worry about tracks falling off. These tires are very forgiving too. When you're going up and over trailers, they don't kind of like slam up and down and get squirrely. They just kind of roll right over. Even on this loose stuff back here, it's not all jostling you to pieces. It just kind of rolls over all this stuff, and it's kind of nice. As far as the grapple goes, I mean, for 320 bucks, it's a winner all day. I mean, yeah, I can't pick up like little tiny logs, but you even saw with that little pile of like loose stuff. As long as you clamp it with the grapple, I can pick up loose piles all day anywhere. It's no problem. And then the big logs, I mean, that one I had with the 2 logs, and then some other ones I had, I mean, they were easily 300-400 pounds. You know, I was at the tip limit of this thing. Probably about 400 pounds is, I think, the tip limit. But then again, with the counterweight, I'm probably a little over. Maybe they were 500 pounds. But they were big logs. I mean, some of them, I don't even know if I got them all on camera, but they were pretty good. So yeah, this grapple, I'll check it later, make sure there's no cracks anywhere. I mean, I was kind of abusing it. I don't see any bends. I don't see any cracks. I'm calling this a win. No leaks on the hydraulics either, which is a beautiful thing. Because they are all MPT fittings up here because they're all US parts. So I don't love MPT on hydraulics, but whatever. The counterweight, I can't say it enough. If you own one of these or one of the LHY 480s, I want to make you a counterweight. If you want to go heavier, they can go heavier. They can stack. This is 1 1/4 inch plate, and it's 90 pounds. They can stack another. They said whatever you want, basically. You can put another 1/2 inch plate on there. You could put a 1 inch plate. You can put 3/4 plate. You can get that weight to what you want it to be. If you want 120 pounds, 130 pounds, 180 pounds, the world's your oyster. And they'll charge accordingly, but it's a US company, and I like supporting US companies as well. I get it that this is a Chinese skid steer, but it's also being supported by a US distributor who is very invested, and I love that. And yeah, they're standing behind these things big time. So, grapple, thumbs up. Counterweight, big thumbs up. And the machine, again, just is phenomenal, man. This thing, I can't say enough good things about it. I'm excited for some of the other stuff I'm building. Got the snow plow done. By the way, if you're still watching this, I appreciate you. These videos, I try to make them entertaining, but it's only so entertaining. A lot of us are just gearheads that are watching this stuff, so good on you if you're still watching it. And if you could do the whole like, sharing, commenting, all that, I would appreciate it. I don't make really much money on YouTube. I just enjoy this stuff, you know. And I like building, and I like, you know, kind of putzing around, as my girlfriend likes to call it. So yeah, so if you are still watching, you're one of the good ones, and I appreciate it. Yeah, that's all I got. Big thumbs up. If you got any questions on the build for the grapple, just leave them in the comments. Probably the best way to get in touch with me. And I got a house, or not a house, a shed demo that I just signed a contract with. So I got to go do that in the next couple days. And I'm probably going to use this machine for the whole thing. I got to go through a 48-inch gate to get into where the shed is. I'm probably going to go in with this, smash it with the bucket, crumple it all up, and then use the grapple to haul it all out to my dump trailer and get it out of there. So this little machine is going to start earning its keep big time. I mean, forget about just maintaining our property here. It's going to actually go make some decent money too, which that's kind of the goal, you know. So I think I've blabbered enough. Big thumbs up, no thumbs downs here. I'm really happy overall. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, let me know. If you think if I have a stupid design, let me know. Feel free, just comment. I love the comments, good or bad. I don't really care, they're enjoyable. All right, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.